starts now.
Tonight on Fox 40 News, two major criminal cases we've been following, both reaching turning points this afternoon. In Yolo County, a jury reached a verdict in the retrial of the 2023 Davis stabbing spree suspect, Carlos Dominguez. But first, a mistrial has been declared in the K Street shooting trial. Jurors could not come to a unanimous decision over whether the defendants in the deadly Sacramento mass shooting are guilty of murder. The mistrial was declared on all three murder counts. Last week, prosecutors asked jurors if they could convict on second-degree murder instead, but the jury was still hung. Three of those killed were bystanders: 21-year-old Yamile Martinez, 21-year-old Jontea Alexander, and 57-year-old Melinda Davis. The other three killed were alleged to be involved in the shooting: 38-year-old Sergio Harris, 32-year-old Joshua Hoy, and 29-year-old Devenzia Turner. Two men, Petula Payton and DeAndre Martin, were both charged in connection with the shooting. A third suspect, Smiley Martin, died in custody in 2024. We want to thank you for being with us. For Fox 40 News at 10, I'm Dennis Shanahan. Eric and Nikki are off tonight. Fox 40's Rowena Shaddix joins us live from downtown Sacramento after speaking with families of the victims following this mistrial today. Row.
Well, Dennis, following months of testimony on this K Street killing that happened back in April of 2022, as you said, jurors were unable to reach a unanimous verdict, and the judge ultimately declaring a mistrial. The K Street shooting in April 2022 killed 6 people and injured a dozen others, making it the deadliest mass shooting in Sacramento's history. Petula Payton and DeAndre Martin were charged with first-degree murder in connection to the shooting. During the months-long trial, prosecutors say the gunfire was a calculated gang shooting, while the defense argued that the defendants fired in self-defense. But 3 weeks after closing arguments, the jury returned today, unable to agree on a verdict. The judge declared a mistrial. The father and sister of Jontea Alexander, who was with her sister the night of the shooting, spoke outside the courthouse following the judge's decision.
We put our trust and belief into 12 jurors to seek justice for my daughter. Now, for my daughter to witness her sister lose her life at a time where they're supposed to be enjoying their self, and for the jury to not give us justice is uncalled for.
He says whether the shooting was gang-related or not, self-defense or not, or involving a felon with a gun, his family should have gotten justice.
When y'all killed my sister, they killed a part of me, and I have not been living. And I was hoping that the right thing was going to come from this trial, and I was going to be able to live and breathe again. I had my best friend took from me. I had my heart ripped out my chest, and there was nothing I could do about it. And I had nothing else to do but put my hope and faith in a justice system that did not prevail.
Pamela Harris is the mother of Sergio Harris, who also died in the shooting. She said of the defendants,
they get 3 square meals a day. They got a cot they lay on, and they get family. They get visits from their family. Our son has 3 children. They will never see their father again.
So what is next in all of this? Well, my colleague Noah Anderson had an opportunity to catch up with the defense attorney in this case, Linda Parisi. She says they are likely to return here in court in October, when the district attorney's office is expected to announce their intention for a retrial. Reporting live in Sacramento tonight, covering local news that matters, Rowena Shaddix, Fox 40 News.
Ro, thank you. The Sacramento District Attorney's Office releasing this statement in response to today's decision on the case, writing in part, quote, "Unfortunately, the jury was unable to reach a verdict and a mistrial has been declared. We will make a decision in the near future as to our next steps, which will include a decision to retry the case. As this case is still pending, we will have no further comment," end quote. Another major case, this one out of Yolo County. A verdict has been reached in the Carlos Dominguez retrial. He's the man accused of carrying out the deadly Davis stabbing spree back in 2023. In that case, Dominguez is accused of killing David Bro and Kareem Abu Najim. Dominguez was found guilty of 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter, not guilty of second-degree murder, and not guilty of attempted murder. The verdict comes less than a week after deliberation began. Now, a reminder, Dominguez was not able to be tried for first-degree murder after the previous jury found him not guilty of first-degree murder and remained deadlocked on other charges. While both the defense and prosecution acknowledged Dominguez's schizophrenia diagnosis, the prosecution in his retrial argued that Dominguez's cannabis use worsened his mental illness. The prosecution and defense attorneys both declined a request for comment as they were leaving the courthouse. Now the jury must decide if Dominguez is guilty by reason of insanity. That phase is expected to begin this coming Monday. For more on the significant developments in these trials, as well as other local stories that matter to you, we invite you to head to our website, fox40.com, or download the free Fox 40 News app.